Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Lucky wakes up and walks downstairs at Laura's place. He finds Liz there and asks if he's in the right apartment. Liz fills him in on the news about Sam and Lulu, and that the surgeries are scheduled. Lucky sits down and says that for the past few days, all he's been able to think about is how his choices could cost Lulu her life. Liz tells Lucky there was no way he could predict this would happen. Working at the hospital, she's learned that days of sadness and despair are part of life. However, life can be great too, and today is a good day, so he should appreciate it. Lucky says she's right, and he thanks her for stopping by with the update. Liz says he's really not the reason he's here. Ace cries over the baby monitor, and she says today, she's a babysitter. Liz brings Ace down, and he plays as Lucky and Liz talk. Liz says Ace reminds him of Aiden at this age. She says Aiden loved to bop to music and sing, which he got from his father. Later, the next babysitter arrives, and Liz has to go to work. She encourages Lucky to talk to their son about who he is now, and even music. Lucky says he'll see her at the hospital. He just needs to call a ride share. Liz offers him a ride and says he can serenade her like old times. In her room at the Quartermain mansion, Chase and Brooke Lynn let Violet know that her dad is getting out of rehab and she'll be moving back home with him. She jumps into Chase's arms and hugs him. She asks when she moves in. He explains soon, but her dad got a job in Seattle, so she'll be moving there, and they are arranging everything now. She is thrilled because it means a new school and no Garth. Brooke Lynn, in tears, needs a moment and rushes out of the room. As Chase helps Violet pack, Violet learns Seattle is far away, but Chase says they'll visit. She's going to miss them. However, she thinks he and Brooke Lynn will be okay as they'll have their own baby soon. She wants him to give her two favorite stuffed animals to their baby. Chase suggests he and Brooke Lynn keep one, and she keeps the other. And that way, they'll always feel at home in both places. Gio shows up with a suitcase and takes over, helping Violet pack, so Chase can check on Brooke Lynn. Gio asks Violet about moving to Seattle. She's glad to be with her dad, but is nervous about changing schools. Gio understands, and he has changed schools a lot in his life, so he gives her some tips on adjusting. In the living room, Ned and Lois talk about Finn and Violet moving to Seattle. Ned quickly notices Lois has ditched the new accent and reverted to her true one. Lois explains she'll still use Ms. Finch's teachings in the proper settings. They both can't believe Finn is leaving and discuss how they'll miss Violet. Brooke Lynn walks into the living room in tears. Lois immediately senses this is about Violet. Brooke Lynn cries to her parents, saying that she knows Violet will be happy with her dad, and she's happy for her. But she started to think of herself as a daughter, as she did with Bailey Lou, and she's not ready to give up that feeling again. Ned tells her it's only natural to feel that way. Brooke Lynn says she has to hold it together for Chase, at least until Violet is gone. Chase appears and says she doesn't have to hold it together for him, and he feels the same way. They embrace. Brooke Lynn doesn't want to break down in front of Violet, but knows Violet belongs with her dad. She knows she's so happy to be going back to him. Lois excuses herself, and Ned tells Brooke Lynn that they'll all be sad to see Violet go as she's family. Brooke Lynn freaks out as they haven't told Tracy. Brooke Lynn calls Tracy to tell her that Violet is going home to be with Finn. Back in Violet's room, she and Gio finish packing her suitcase. Violet's expression finally turns a bit sad. Gio knows goodbyes are hard, but reminds her that she'll be with her dad, and that's the most important thing. Lois stands in the doorway and listens. Sam gathers her mother and sisters at Alex's house. She reveals the news she is going to be Lulu's donor. Christina wasn't expecting this, and thought this was going to be about Rick. Molly asks what happened with her father, and Christina explains she found Rick and Ava having dinner like nothing ever happened. Molly wants details, and soon realizes Christina lost it in a crowded restaurant, and has just helped Ava's defense. Christina states that for once, Molly's dad is the villain, not hers. Molly tells her that she all but handed her father evidence that Ava is not at fault. Christina and her explosive temper are. Sam tries to stop them from fighting, but also refuses to choose sides in their battle.